Angry Nigerians to storm Asorock Villa. Since Tinubu is playing to the gallery, saying that I know your pain, let the poor breathe. All of those nonsense are just rhetorics to deceive Nigerians. He does not know Jack. Even if he knows, he does not care. Activists, group of activists have warned him. The United Nations or the United Action Front of the Civil Society, a coalition of citizens groups and eminent civil society leaders, has asked Tinubu to urgently fix hardship in the country, otherwise there won't be Nigeria in 2027. According to the group, Tinubu should tackle the unbearable hunger and hardship being experienced by Nigerians, or perish the thought that there will be a 2027 for him to engage Nigerians or seek their votes again. In a press statement on Thursday signed by Malam Amisu San Turaki, spokesperson United Action Front of the Civil Society, National Secretary, the group carpeted the jab by President Tinubu on Thursday in Lagos while commissioning the Red Line, where the president noted that if Labour is interested in the electoral process, they should meet him in 2027, and that Labour is not the only voice of the people. He said, for us, this statement by Tinubu is not only delusional but malicious against the pro-people Labour movement operating in open society of Nigeria. The group stated, our well-considered position on this matter is that the way things are today in the country, if nothing drastic is done to stem the tide, the masses of the Nigerian people will have no choice but be forced to storm and occupy the Aso presidential villa and all other government houses in Nigeria within the next few weeks, especially if the hunger and hardship in the country is allowed to persist and fester to the extent there may not be the 2027 is talking about, which Tinubu and his co-travelers savour so much and hope for. Therefore, we wish to advise the Tinubu government that rather than chastise Labour for providing an organized and peaceful voice to the pervasive anger and disenchantment in the land, they should have been commended and encouraged, because alternative voices, if allowed vent, could be more ruthless and disruptive, just as history has proven to mankind that those who make peaceful change impossible in history make violent change inevitable. To this end, as reasonable leaders of the organized civil society of Nigeria who participated fully in the national mass protest championed by Labour, we wish to caution Tinubu strongly not to see organized bodies of the open society of Nigeria like the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) as enemies of government or politically motivated to challenge the negative economic policies of his administration, but as sincere partners in progress, different from sycophants and jobbers around corridors of power, the statement added. Okay. Yeah, somebody saying that a protest yielded positive result. At least we have told the entire world that Nigerians are hungry. Too much talk, no day for this one. Or let us go tomorrow before he comes back from what? He never knew he would be able to enter Asorock as president. He never prepared any meaningful agenda for good governance. He thought Yakubu would not eventually rig the election for him. That is why you can see confusion all over his administration. Maybe he thinks we are joking. Very soon we will surprise him. Maybe he thinks we are joking. We never voted for him. It's INEC and the judges that voted for him. He should step down. Seems this man has lost his mind. Tinubu don't dey clueless like this. The man don't care. He doesn't care. We say we are unable. We are unable then when MFL. Where were they when they printed 23 trillion naira? Where were they when MFL gave Tinubu bullion van? Or does it mean that Tinubu has his own bank? Who has a right to have? Does an individual has a right to own a bullion van? Who gave Tinubu bullion van? Is it not the same Emefiele? Tinubu, my man, Jagaband, is using oligarchy system of governments on Nigeria, but we are too wise for that. The hunger is affecting both his supporters and oppressors and his opposers. So Tinubu should do the needful as quick as possible, my dear. That is the last thing this government is going to do. Supporter, you can see what you put Nigeria into now. People are suffering. They did not even care. They are enjoying Nigeria money. All I know is God is watching. They should employ the non-violence method of Mahatma Gandhi, which he used to liberate India from the hands of the Britishers. Tinubu will meet its Waterloo. That is my prayer. Oh. I want you on this drug. Man, Igbo is working. This man, Igbo is working now. One chance man, I pity his supporter. You see nothing yet. Agberu on power. It is now he's talking about 2027. Is the owner of himself. Dictatorship loading. Me, I've never seen anybody will say, make una leave am alone. All those ones that they always say rats that they give money to go and be defending. You can see that they are just fooling themselves. They are fooling themselves because the hunger self did their face. They don't lose a color. Let Tinubu thinks that if he has gotten what he wanted. The worst part of it is that the politicians in Nigeria, they don't learn. They don't care. They always believe that they are smarter than other people. That other people who encounter problems here and there, that they are not smart. They are the ones that are smarter. But let's see how everything goes.